Hello everybody, how are you today? I had to actually put my office light on because it is raining here in Arizona. And so it's dark. Usually because my whole office is windows, I don't need lights, but I had to flick them on. So I'm not sure how the lighting's gonna be because, like I said, I'm so used to natural light. And we don't get a lot of rain here, so when it rains, it's like a big celebration. I wanted to talk today about stop shuffling. And we addressed this kind of last week, and I had a lot of questions about it, so I kind of wanted to go in more detail about it. As women, and really as I think human beings, I don't even want to say women. I think as human beings, we kind of get on that motorized walkway. I can't think what you call it when you go to airports and you get on the walkway and it pushes you through, and you take a couple steps and get back on the walkway. And you kind of, when you're on there, you're not even thinking because you're not even walking. You're just being carried down a long hallway to get to your gate or your terminal, whatever. That's kind of how I feel like a lot of us go through life. We just kind of keep our head down, and take steps. And every once in a while we look up, we look around. And when we're looking up, it's for those memorable moments. The moments when we graduate high school, we graduate college, we get married, we get divorced, we have children graduate high school, children graduate college, children we have grandbabies, great grandbabies. But other than that, we keep our head down. And kind of it's kind of a lot like the book I wrote, Blue Rose Bookstore, The Journey of Healing. In that book, I really wanted to demonstrate what the shuffle, what the drift looks like. Annie in the book was very successful. She was, had owned her own company, had a great marriage, had great kids. Everything was great in her life and everything looked perfect. But she always kept her head down, and she'd only look up when she had to, except at night. Because at night is when your inner demons come out. And that's when she had to deal with her past and never took the time. Because she never looked up. And if we don't look up, we just keep shuffling through life. And again, we look up at the momentous occasions, but we miss the beauty in life. We miss watching the rain fall outside an office window. We miss the beautiful sunrise because we're so busy trying to accomplish. We're so busy trying to get things done. We're so busy trying to be successful. We're so busy trying to please and make other people happy that we don't stop and take the time to look within. We don't stop and say, what do I need to heal? What am I doing that I could do better, or that I could have more, because I'm going to take the time to look up. And all of a sudden we get to 50, 45, 50, 55, and we take the time and we look up, and it's like, whose life is this? And by that time, a lot of us are in so much pain because we've never stopped. We've never, smelled the flowers. And sadly, sometimes the shuffle stops because somebody in our life gets sick, somebody gets cancer, or somebody has an issue, somebody dies, and we stop and look around. But even then, a lot of people don't stop. They pause. They pause the shuffle. They look up and they take a moment and think, man, they died so young, or they died whatever, or who saw the divorce coming, who saw this coming, and I'm gonna take time out for myself now. But they don't. They put their head down. They keep shuffling and shuffling. You owe it to yourself to look up. You owe it to yourself to drink in life. I tell everybody that, my life might not have been the best. It may not have been as I'd hoped it to be, but I drank from the nectars of the gods. I had a great time. I made the most out of the good times, and I learned from the bad times. But I had to learn first and foremost to lift my head up, to quit shuffling. And all of a sudden you shuffle and you look around and you say, how did I get this job? How did I end up here? I would have never seen myself. If you would have asked me 40 years ago if I'd be a CEO of a not-for-profit, I would have laughed and said, oh my God, no. I don't know what I'll be, but I certainly would never ascend to those heights, and yet here I am. Because I just always kept my head down. But I missed out on a lot of stuff. I still feel bad I missed my daughter's 7th grade graduation. Although when I asked her recently, she looked at me and said, oh, you weren't there? Huh, I don't remember that. So much for that. At the time we took her to Disneyland, and I spent the whole night in the lobby talking to a board member trying to get an issue straight. And I was like, I kind of, sorry I missed you and your dad at the pool. And she's like, oh, you weren't there? The things that we think the kids remember, they don't. And the things we don't want them to remember, of course they do it. They're like, what about this? But, I want you to drink in life. I want you to drink from the nectars of the gods. I want you to take time and look up. I want you to commit to yourself that you're going to pay attention, that you're going to have a grateful heart and pay attention to what's around you. And I know if you're in pain, that's hard. I know I've been there. I've been in that catastrophic pain where you just, if you can get to the end of the day in one piece and whole, it's great. You know, if you can get to the day and not be totally stumbling drunk, it's a good day. I've been to those places. I understand what they look like. But when you made the decision to look up, when you made the decision to stop shuffling through life, when you made the decision that this is your life, you're getting one shot at this. I mean, I don't know what your beliefs are, if you believe in reincarnation, if you believe you return here many times. We're not getting into the spiritual beliefs in this thing, but I want you to take the time to look up, because when Annie looked up in the book, she met a spiritual guide because she was ready. When you look up, you're telling the universe, I'm ready. I'm ready for what else you have to give me. I'm ready to be awake. I'm ready to be alive. I'm ready to be cognizant of that around me. And until you get in that moment, life will just keep passing you by, and you'll keep having successes or not successes, I don't know. But the universe won't be able to deliver all it wants to deliver until you stop shuffling and look up. And I know a lot of you are sitting here right now saying, are you kidding me? I've got kids in school, I got a husband, I work all day, I leave work, I go home, I cook, I clean, I do their homework with the kids, you know, showers, everything else, get into bed. I finally fall, you know, I do another hour of work myself, fall into bed, get up the next morning and start the whole roller coaster again, the whole treadmill again. I understand that. I do. I've been there. I know exactly what you're saying. But you still have to take time. You still have to find what's between the pause. Because between the pause, between when you stop and you listen, and whether it's that long or if it's 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, between the pause is every answer you're looking for. So stop shuffling, stop drifting, lift up your head, look around, and say, this is a great ride. Make the most of it. So I hope this has helped. You know what I always say, sharing is caring. Share with all your friends. If you have any questions, let me know. If you need anything at all, please let me know. I am here to help you. You can write questions below. You can instant message me. I just want to help you get to where you want to go, to help you find your greatness, to help you stand in your greatness and say, damn it, this is me. This is who I am, and I love me. I want you to get to that point. Because when you get to that point, that means that you've stopped the shuffle, you've stopped drifting, and you've stopped the pause. And you looked within your pause and saw, this is amazing. I mean, in my book, when Annie met Bidra, her spiritual guide, her whole life changed because she was forced to stop. She was forced to stop and look around and heal her life. And until you stop and heal your life, you'll just continue on this treadmill. So when you see yourself repeating patterns, when you see yourself not moving forward, when you see yourself not having the successes you have, it's because you haven't stopped to heal. And we have to heal to move forward. Now, sure, you're going to heal one thing, move forward, and then boom, another thing comes up. Absolutely, because that's what this journey is. But you have to at least stop to take the time to heal what needs healed. I hope this has helped you guys. I'll talk to you later. Have a great day. If you're in Arizona, stay dry, and that's it. Have a great day. Bye-bye.